Occasionally, we're asked, why does anyone need a gig? Here is our own Abby Taikaki to help answer that question.
Essential infrastructure, like roads, bridges, and electricity, are built with the future in mind. They meet our immediate needs now because we've planned for that extra capacity. When I want to use my toaster, I don't have to worry about blowing a fuse. I don't have to turn off the lights, and I don't have to unplug my fridge. There's more electricity flowing into my house than I can use at any given time. And that's how our internet will work in the future. In fact, it already works that way in places like Cleveland, Ohio, Charlotte, North Carolina, and Burlington, Vermont. So you might ask, what application could possibly justify a gig? But that's not how we should think about infrastructure. Any single car or truck doesn't need a 3-lane highway. No single vehicle is 3 lanes wide. The highways are designed for traffic. Many different vehicles all accommodated at the same time. And it's the same thing with our internet infrastructure. No one application needs a gigabit, but households already have many connected devices, computers, tablets, smartphones, game consoles, lots of other things. And each year we get new and better devices, and they all demand connectivity. And next year they're going to demand even more connectivity. Remember the world with dial-up access? We couldn't even stream video. And now that our connectivity is better, streaming video is just a part of life. Our applications get better as our networks get better. It's sort of a chicken and egg problem, but the fact is, we actually need robust infrastructure to have that kind of innovation to begin with. Fast movers like Chattanooga, Tennessee, are seeing this influx of entrepreneurs. And Burlington is awesome because back in 2003, we had the forethought to be among the first in the country to think bigger and create a fiber network. Now, the big cable companies are all like, oh, okay, all right, here's a gig. But a gig ain't a gig when the upload is 90 or even 97% slower. And that's what the big cable guys in particular are doing. They're pretending to offer a gig. And we shouldn't accept that. We need to be able to produce big things. And that means we need to upload big things. For cloud services and iPhones recording in 4K video, we need fast upload speeds. And for that, we need fiber and we need high-capacity wireless networks. Frankly, most of us could get by just fine with 150 megabit per second symmetrical connection, but the cost to build that network is the same as building a gigabit network. So let's think bigger. Don't be fooled. Here's something extra for our fellow geeks. Engineers understand that you're not going to run a gigabit application on a gig network. That's because there's no headroom. The time you want to add capacity to a network is not when the network is really full at 99% capacity. It's really much earlier than that. Because when you start dealing with congestion, what happens is the network starts dropping packets, and you have to retransmit the same information over and over again, and you get even more congestion, and it's a self-reinforcing cycle. Think of it this way. When you're at your local bar and it starts to get busy, you have to start saying the same things twice but louder so the person next to you can hear them. So the whole bar starts getting noisier and noisier as everyone has to talk over top of each other. No one can communicate anymore. Or to take a different example, the interstate. It flows really well when it's far below the maximum number of cars you can park on it. And as you add more cars to it, it gets more and more congested until everyone is stuck. It's the same way that networks just work better when they're not at full capacity. And that's why we need a gig.